Hello, today I'll be showing you how to make lye soap. This will be a great guide for beginners to get a solid foundation on the basic processes in making your own soap. Soap is the product of a chemical reaction called saponification. In saponification, oils react with lye to produce a salt, which is commonly known as soap. Lye is 100% sodium hydroxide and is very caustic. If it gets in contact with your skin, it can leave burn marks. If it gets in contact with your clothes, it'll burn right through them. That's why it's essential that you wear safety gloves and protective eyewear when handling the lye. Use extreme caution. Some materials needed include a large stainless steel or glass mixing bowl, 2 medium-sized stainless steel or glass mixing bowls, a stainless steel meat thermometer, a solid measuring cup and a liquid measuring cup, a whisk or an immersion blender, a large spoon, a large cutting knife, a stainless steel or glass bread baking pan, which we'll use as a mold for our soap, parchment paper and plastic wrap, and an old towel. The main ingredients for our soap consist of 1/4 cup of lye, which can be found at your local hardware store, 3/4 cup of distilled water. Make sure not to use tap water. You must use distilled water. 1½ cup of coconut oil, 2/3 cup of olive oil, 1/3 cup of dried crushed herbs. I'm using mint. And this is an optional ingredient, but if you would like your soap to have a fragrance, you can use any kind of essential oil, about 15 to 20 drops. Before we begin our first step, make sure you have your gloves and protective eyewear on. First, we'll add the 3/4 cup of distilled water into one of our medium-sized bowls. Next, we'll be adding our lye to our water. I suggest you do this step outside as heat and fumes will be produced. Next, we'll be combining our 2 base oils. First, we'll add our 1½ cup of coconut oil, our 2/3 cup of vegetable oil, we'll mix these oils together. Using our stainless steel thermometer, we'll check the temperature of the heated oils to ensure they reach 120 degrees. We'll then set them aside to let them cool down. We'll check the temperature of the cooled oils and the lye. After they've both reached around 90 degrees Fahrenheit, they're ready to combine. We'll first put our cooled oils in our large mixing bowl. We'll then add our lye water mixture. Next, we'll blend these together for about 10 to 15 minutes until the mixture gets thick. Now that our mixture has traced, we can go ahead and add in our herbs. I'm using dried crushed mint. You usually need about 1/3 a cup. I'm just gonna eye it. Next, we'll add our fragrance. I'm using peppermint essential oil, but you can use any kind. You want to put about 15 to 20 drops of your essential oil. Mix this in thoroughly as well. We've completed our soap mixture. We're ready to pour it into the mold. You'll want to line whatever mold you have. Mine is the stainless steel bread pan. Line it with the parchment paper before adding the mixture. So I've lined mine with parchment paper, and I'm gonna go ahead and pour in the mixture. Now I'm gonna wrap our mold in clear plastic wrap and let it sit for 24 hours. In this 24 hours, the soap will harden. When the soap is firm and cold to touch, it's ready to unmold. Remember, now that we've got our soap unmolded, we're gonna go ahead and cut it into bars. Usually you wanna cut it into 1 to 1.5 inch thick bars. After you cut your soap, place it on parchment paper and let it sit for 4 to 6 weeks. Turn over the soap each week to ensure enough air reaches all sides. In this 4 to 6 weeks, the soap will cure.